was just get off your boots.
I was just getting a lot of hair.
Some sort of fit then.
Hello and welcome to our Creative Commune podcast with myself, B, Pete and Laura. We'll be chatting all things photography, videography and just having a general chat over a coffee like we do most days.
Hello.
Hi.
How are we doing?
We're all right.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Good.
Just about revived now.
Oh yeah, you're a bit jet
You've been on an epic trip, haven't
I
you?
was so tired yesterday. When I got back, actually, I was still buzzing from the trip. But yesterday, I was just a zombie. But yeah, it was good.
I don't know. We went to the pub. We watched Everton.
But when I
didn't we?
woke up, I was brain dead.
He couldn't wake up yesterday at all. I think because it's 3 hours behind, when he wakes up in the morning, it's like, I don't know, 4
It's not
o'clock in the
getting up
morning
time.
or something
Yeah.
rather
Now,
than...
is it? Because I've got to go to Thailand next week, and it's 9 hours.
Yeah, but you're going for a
Yeah.
week before, aren't you? So you'll be all right. Yeah.
This does have to stop. We need to discuss this. These destination weddings, we just like...
Making a meal out of it.
Just going for a week.
I think about this in depth. So in Europe, you're all right, like a day or two before. Maybe not the day before, because if your flight has issues, then you're in the shit, aren't you?
Yeah, fair
And then
enough.
if you go in
But
like...
the time's the same,
the time's
like
the
if
same,
you're in
yeah.
France or Italy
Yeah, but if you
or
go in
whatever.
like 9 hours, you want to be able to kind of get yourself in the zone.
And it is boiling.
Yeah.
It's like it's different, isn't it? Like you do. It's like when we went to Jamaica. It took a couple of days for us to be like, this is a normal temperature.
You were home. You're like, yeah.
Just get
that's
on
where
with
I
it.
belong.
Well, what was Jamaica? That was like 4 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
can't
that's not...
remember.
That's kind of all right, but when it's like 9 hours and you've got a job to do, it's
Yeah.
like, you know, you need to get there at least 3 days.
And
before.
travelling, like you're going to be tired after being on a plane for like how long was the flight? 13 hours.
13 hours,
Yeah, it's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about when I went to Sri Lanka, and you don't get any time to adapt to anything. You're just straight into...
Yeah, but you're going for a yoga.
That's
It's all
the
like,
key though.
It's not. There's a lot of like movement and activity. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going to relax and eat delicious food.
I mean, yeah, you
I'm
eat.
going to
Yeah.
bust my balls for having a wedding.
yeah. We've seen your stories, Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting on Copacabana beach,
Sitting on a beach.
watching it.
Yeah.
It was boiling though. Like I was sat there like for some lunch and literally the sweat is just dripping off me. And I'm thinking like, oh, God, I need time to acclimatise here. But you know, you're in an amazing place. You've got to get some stories in. But the truth is, I was dying on the inside.
But you were showtime for Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be, haven't you?
Gotta
Having the
be.
best time off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. It's all a facade, isn't it?
Yeah. Tell us about it then. How was the wedding?
So I got there the day before the first event, which was a welcome party on the beach, which was really nice. Opportunity to meet everyone. Actually, I did a photo shoot at 4:30 in the morning on the same day I arrived. And it was like sunrise with Sugarloaf Mountain in the background, which was awesome.
Nice.
And then it was the welcome party.
Was that your idea to get up at 4:30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to go in the sea for this underwater shoot, but Brazilian immigration was a little bit tricky, so I decided not to bring too much professional gear. Just in case
keep
there
it
was a few
simple.
issues at immigration.
Yeah.
But I just sailed through, and like no one was searching anything, so I was like, oh damn it. I couldn't get to it.
Well, they were searching a lot of people, weren't they?
They
Was it
were.
15% of people get searched?
50%.
50.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you.
A really
Dodgy
good
looking
chance.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
So you did the shoot on the beach.
Did the shoot on the beach, then there was a welcome party, and then the night after that there was another welcome party, the white party.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I experienced the the Brazilian sort of female dancers, the samba dancers came in, and like all the lads didn't know where to look. We're just talking
Butts.
ass everywhere,
Yeah.
basically. And it was a really good experience to see
Well, they
something
are
different.
famous for it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was cracking. That went on to like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then.
So did you shoot anything at those?
Well, I wasn't supposed
Take
to.
your cameras.
So the couple said to me, look, we've booked another photographer.
Yeah.
So it means that you can just relax and enjoy it. So, you know, bring your camera if you want, but we want you to get pissed with all us guys and just have a good time. But there was just too much going on for me not to shoot it, so I had to get in there and shoot it.
And it's weird, I was saying to B, just rocking up to an event where you know them a bit, but you don't know many people, you know, and it's like, it's a bit awkward.
It's a bit of a security thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, let me hide behind this
Yeah.
camera.
And it gives you
Definitely.
something
Yeah.
to do and like a reason to be there and like,
It does, yeah. I'm not the best when it comes to kind of like socialising with new people.
Yeah.
So to have my camera there, because we're all used to our weddings, aren't we? Imagine being at a wedding without a camera. It's like,
I know.
You need a bit of an ease in, don't you?
You do.
Whereas,
you do,
if you're holding a camera, you'll walk up to a random group of people that you don't know, and you just it feels more normal.
Yeah, you can have a conversation and like, sorry guys, got to take some pictures and like do.
Yeah.
And then when you have when you get a bit burnt out, slow down a bit, have another chat, and so
Yeah, even if you delete all those pictures, B.
I'm not culling them.
Oh, are you not?
This is the year where Liam does all the culling.
Oh, hello.
year.
Is this the new plan? New
It's
year,
the
new me?
plan. Yeah, I'm the caller now.
You've got to suffer the consequences of overshooting, and it's the only way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to take them
not to
all, you've got to
overshoot,
look
though,
at them all.
Although I did say to him, I put together some like Instagram previews the other day, and I said, "Can you just pick 50 photos? I'll narrow that down to 10."
Yeah.
He gave me 211.
Okay.
It's really hard.
That's close
It's
to
really
50.
hard.
It's close to 50.
When I was going through, it's just like
so
an epic
hard.
sunrise, like people dancing.
How do you pick?
It's really difficult. There were so many good moments at the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were.
It was cool. And then the wedding day was awesome. It was a little bit out of town, and they booked these other photographers, and so it kind of dawned on me during the day that maybe I wasn't booked as like the main shooter, because these guys were running all over the place. The venue knew them really well, so the venue were kind of like putting more emphasis on them rather than me.
They were recommended suppliers, though,
They
weren't
were,
they?
so it
They
kind
were
of dawned on
defaulting
me.
to them. Interesting.
Yeah. And so later on in the evening, the bride, Bruin, is like, Liam, just put your camera down and like have a drink and have a good time.
Did
And
they
this is-
just invite you to this wedding as a
think they did.
guest? Like, did they want you
yeah.
to take pictures? Because
think
this
they wa-
seems like they just wanted to hang out with you.
I think they wanted me to take pictures, but also like experience Rio and just like really enjoy it as well as like a friend.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Which was nice, yeah. Because even the groom afterwards said to me, Liam, you've been with us from day one. It's been an excellent.
Yeah, you've shot a lot of things with them,
Had
haven't
a
you?
good time in Rio,
Yeah.
and so I think they kind of wanted me to be there just to kind of.
This
just to
was
go
like
out
your
with
tip,
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah.
Flying back to
bring you
Rio. It's a good tip.
Yeah.
me. It is, yeah.
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 Do you
Good
feel like
time.
you did relax then, or were you just like work mode?
I think I was more work mode.
Yeah, it's hard
I
to
I
just be
tried to
like-
kind of like take it on board and relax a bit, like they
Yeah.
said, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're in Rio, aren't you? And, like,
Exactly, and you want to
who
get
gets
cool
go to Rio and take
pictures.
pictures, so
Yeah.
I need to get as much as possible.
Yes.
You were saying that the Brazilian way of shooting is quite different to over here. It's much more.
Yes.
Funnily
Kind
enough,
of
I saw
Shelley
post,
Montevarni.
yes, yesterday, where she was watching her friends, I'm guessing
Get
online.
married
she was
in
watching
Rio.
it.
Yeah, so she was at the same time as you.
And she was like, the photographers, videographers were like right up in the
Yeah,
face.
as
of
they were
them.
coming down the aisle.
Yeah,
And,
totally.
Really invasive.
yeah.
It was just like this. So the videographers and the photographers, amazing, lovely people.
Yeah.
But I got the first experience of the South American way of shooting, I guess, during the ceremony. And I remember like Fair actually talking about this, and he was saying during the ceremony, he will get like right up close to the couple in the church and gets away with it. So if you can get away with it, why would you not do it? I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm just, being me and being a British photographer, and it's like we're too polite, I guess, aren't we? So I'm stood in the background,
Yeah.
with the 85. Every now and then I might get a bit closer, but you want to make sure that they're enjoying it. You're not being too intrusive.
Yeah.
But there was
the
just
idea of being right next to them.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
If for them it's normalised, it's
Yeah.
this is what happens at weddings.
And the couples
it's like,
all know
okay,
that.
yeah.
That's what
Well,
we
it's
do.
like
Yeah.
the parents are sat there watching.
Yeah.
Their son and daughter get married, and they're all like, oh. And then the videographer will walk over. Literally, you're the parents there, and stand right next to them, filming them about
It's
a
so
meter
weird.
away.
And then do people not
Is it
like
off-putting?
cringe away?
No, they didn't.
They,
like
they
it.
carried on just
Parents
being
was like,
normal.
oh, so sweet.
Oh my
There's a big fucking
god!
lens
See,
in your
right?
face.
If we did that in England,
Yeah.
like people would be like, they'd
are you
freak
doing?
out and they'd react, and you wouldn't get anything if you were right.
But
in
I
the
feel them.
face.
I'd feel awkward for them because I know it's just not.
Yeah, but if
It's not
they're used
done, is
to
it?
it,
Yeah, if
then
they're used to
they're
it,
not gonna
yeah.
care, notice, or react.
You were saying about shooting styles with the Latvian competition. You were judging the videos and we were judging the photos.
Yeah.
You were saying that like some of the videos were super inspirational and like different to
Yeah.
how we shoot here.
It's so
Yeah.
funny, isn't it?
like
Yeah, I reckon every country
Every
has
country
like
must-
a different
yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you saw a video or photos of like the bride and groom like really close up like that in the ceremony, like from a visual aspect, when you see them, they're gonna look more impactful, aren't they? But I just can't get myself in that invasive bubble.
No, that just feels super awkward. So was it hard to shoot around all these people if there were like a crew of people right up in the grill?
Constantly, like, you know,
Yeah.
I'd see an angle of like,
Shooting through them.
It's like for the first look, I organised the first look because when I arrived at the venue, I thought I'm the main man. I thought I was the main man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, guys, we're going to do this. We're gonna, I'll put Omar here for the first look, and I prepped it all. So I'm bringing Bruna, the bride, down, and as I'm bringing her down, where I left Omar, there was like the crew of photographers, the crew of videographers. There was like 3 people from the venue with their iPhones out. The planner was there, the makeup artist is there. And I'm like, I felt so sorry on Omar. I thought this is supposed to be like a really special moment where he sees his bride for the first time.
Yeah, it's like
a load of
paparazzi.
people.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I had to stand in and say, right, guys,
Stop
we all
it.
need to make sure that we get what we need here. So I'm going to be here. Where are you guys going to be? You're going to be okay. And it was all very much like, like massively set up.
Having
like
to choreograph everyone.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Omar's waiting there, looking at a bush.
Yeah.
Bruna's waiting to see her husband to be. And like,
Yeah.
this feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find it stressful? Was it hard work?
That bit I found stressful, and then after that, I soon realised
You
that.
got with the like
was-
this is just the way it is.
Yeah, I could see the planner was very much in tune with this photographer who they recommend.
Yeah.
So I could see that maybe
Just go along
I'll
with
just
that.
Like step back now, and so
Yeah.
he did all the group shots.
Okay.
I had a bit of time.
You
to do
did all
some
the
portrait.
group shot.
Yeah.
See, I mean,
All right, isn't it? Yeah.
that's quite cool.
So I just kind of enjoyed it. That's
You
that.
just
I
did, like,
I just grabbed
documentary
a beer and
Nice.
just enjoyed it.
Right, okay.
Group shots are on, you're like, cheers.
Well, I went over to him, Gus, mate, you know, it doesn't make any sense both of us doing the group shots. You want to take the lead? He's like, yeah, okay. It's like, okay, no,
Done.
I'll be over there having a beer.
Was it? You'll be exhausted at your next wedding when you have to do everything.
You know?
No, there's more photographers at the next wedding. As well.
Is it the
Oh,
same?
there is in Thailand.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
There is, which is a bit frustrating again because I zoomed with the couple yesterday. I said, I can see you've got another photographer.
Yeah.
And he's down to do the Chinese tea ceremony and also the prep.
Right.
Can I be there for the tea ceremony as well? Well, she said, well, the planner recommended that we use this photographer because he's from Thailand. He's going to have more knowledge of the Chinese tea ceremony. And I'd already told the couple that I'd done loads of Chinese weddings
Yeah.
before. So it's like, I know what goes on. You know, you just pass around.
Also, even if you
Pots of
didn't,
tea
even
and
if you'd
hand over
never
cards.
done a Chinese tea ceremony, like I can document it. Like it's not
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
crazy.
It's not.
Like it's obvious what's going
Yeah,
on.
we've shot a few Chinese tea ceremonies. There's not,
They're not
an
wacky.
awful lot to
Yeah.
like look out for.
There isn't, no.
Sit down with each of the, you know, kind of like close like family groups and friends. But
I think
even if you didn't know that was going to happen, you'd notice.
Well, she said you might not understand the meaning of what's going on. I'm like, well,
Do you need to
maybe
understand
I
the
don't understand
meaning?
the meaning, but I know that you all share tea and you're sat in the same position, and then the people
know the
hand you
logistics
cards
of it.
with like money in them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but you know, it's quite easy to shoot, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did
So-
they say was the meaning behind it? That
They didn't
was
explain.
us Westerners.
but we're not allowed to
know.
But are you not doing prep then?
I'm going to. I've muscled my way in.
Yeah, because that'd be
Liam's just
weird,
like, I'm just
wouldn't
going to do
it? I'm just
everything, okay?
coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Of
I'm not
course.
going
Why
like,
why am I in Thailand? Like,
Yeah.
why does no one want a
Yeah.
picture? Like madness.
like you can't say to them that the reason why, one of the main reasons I'm going is for me as well.
Yeah.
It's like obviously we're going for you to get the great shots.
Of course it is.
I want these photographs
Yeah.
too. So if I'm photographing your wedding, there's like a big chunk missing, and I've flown like thousands of miles.
Yes.
It's a problem, isn't it?
Do you find this frustrating? Because I think when you do destination weddings, there's a lot of pressure for it to be amazing. You know?
Oh, God, yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
not from other people, but from you, where you're like, this place is amazing.
Yeah.
It can't just be like any other wedding,
Yeah,
can it? It
and
needs
you
to
want
be
it to be like
extra
you
special.
want it to be like the wedding that happened in Rio. You want everything. You want the thing on top of the mountain in it. You know, you want it to be like everything.
And we've
Yeah.
done lots of them where you fly 11 hours,
Yeah.
13 hours, and then you shoot in a hotel for the
Conference
entirety.
centre.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just a-
It could
it's
have been
just a-
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not outside at any point because it's too hot.
But maybe we
Yeah.
only remember that because of the pressure, you know, and that like, oh, this is disappointing compared to what I had in my head.
Yeah.
But it happens all the time.
It does. Yeah.
Or like destination weddings, even if they're like in Europe where it rains all day.
Yeah.
Like, how many
Yeah.
people will have shot those where they've built it up and they're looking forward to it all year? Like, I've got this amazing wedding in
I
Italy.
feel so sorry for
And then
them
it's
when
inside.
like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. And in Brazil, they only get like 5 minutes for bride and groom portraits as well.
What?
Yeah. So when it came to doing the portraits, the wedding planners, you got 5 minutes. Leah was like, "Oh, come on, can we have 10?" She's like, "Oh, it's pushing it a bit."
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had like 5 minutes, but during that 5 minutes, again, videographers, other photographers,
no.
wedding planner, makeup
It's not the
artist.
dream.
So I've got the bride in the perfect position. The makeup artist is there. I'm like, well, we've got 5 minutes, guys.
Yeah. Stop touching her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good that you did the beach shoot then.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It was a cool experience, and like I loved Rio.
Yeah, and they sound like super nice
they
people.
are such nice people. I think
Awesome
that's it,
people,
isn't
yeah.
it? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
It was
cool
cool.
experience.
people make it.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter where it is. does it?
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of like homeless people on the streets of Rio. So you
Oh,
have lots of
really?
people walking around in like lovely designer clothes, and then poor people just sort of sleeping on the street.
two
Well,
extremes.
Rio's unique, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because the favelas are part of the city. They're
Yes.
not separated off.
That's right, yeah.
So you have like a rich
Yeah.
neighborhood favela,
Yeah.
you know, shopping area favela.
Yeah.
Well, they say don't use your Google Maps because it will take you through a favela and you could get shot.
Oh, nice. Top tip. If you ever go to
To know,
Rio.
to know, yeah.
Oh.
Stay on the beach.
Stay on the beach.
Yeah.
Well, stay on the beach anyway. It's good advice.
was good.
B said it was weirdly busy at 5 a.m. in the morning on the beach.
Weirdly busy.
Yeah, you'd think that would be like
Strange.
nobody there.
Well, Bruna, the bride, she's from Sao Paulo, which is like, looks like it's down the road on the map, but it's 6 hours away.
Right.
And she was saying, yeah, the people from Rio, people who live there, native to Rio, go on the beach at like 5 in the morning and they'll just stay there till like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, have they not got jobs?
I know. What a life.
Burn? Like, what's the...
Did they not burn? Good point.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
They're all there playing racquetball and
What a
all sorts.
life.
Yeah, 5 in the morning playing racquetball.
like that.
Inspirational.
Yeah. Can't imagine doing that though. Not at 5 a.m.
So yeah, I'd go back. I enjoyed it.
You would? Would you go back
would.
on a holiday? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Betty needs you to go back because I ordered. Liam messaged and was like, "What should I get Betty and you as a gift?" I was like, "Well, get Betty some Sol de Janeiro body mist.
Oh, yeah.
Some Brazilian bum cream.
Sure.
Anything like that."
Yeah.
He did not get any of those things.
Oh, dear.
You don't have
So
to
she's
send
like-
him back to Rio for that. I mean, he can get it in Selfridges.
The price of them
Oh,
over
right.
there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She got
Yeah.
Brazilian flag. She got a snowball thing.
Snow globe.
Snow
Cute.
globe, and she got a magnet.
She also got my pair of Havaianas that Liam bought the wrong
They didn't fit.
Yeah, I
She did
tried.
well.
You tried.
She did well.
It's very cute.
Yeah. All the street sellers in Rio all have like card machines as well. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is kind of an advantage, isn't it?
Professional.
Yeah. What have you guys been up to?
We finished Lawson Film School.
We did, yes. It feels like forever ago, doesn't,
it?
it?
And
Yeah.
it was like a week ago or something that we
Yeah.
finished. But yeah, finished,
Good.
done, online, sorted.
Launched.
Really happy
People
about
have
that.
bought it.
People have
Can't
bought
complain
it.
about that at
People
all, can
have
we?
liked it.
Yeah.
Happy days. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else have we been doing?
Any shoots?
No shoots, but yesterday we did a little interview thing, didn't we? With
With Shutter Circle.
Shutter Circle, yeah. So
That was
yeah,
good.
that was just sat us down and we were chatting for like 2 hours. They were going to do like 10 videos in one day, so there were 3 videos of us, weren't they? And then
Yeah.
they were all in other rooms, like Nick and Luke, and just doing like what's in my bag and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So it was
That's nice.
it was quite nice.
Nice.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to chat to Kieran, wasn't it?
It's nice, like being interviewed, but you always at the end, you're like, I can't remember anything that I just said.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
always the way,
really
isn't it?
word vomit, so God knows.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I got a
Hopefully
bit-
it'll be okay.
I was a bit ranty, wasn't I?
You were ranty.
What was I ranting about?
Yeah, you were ranting many times about
Don't know
various
why.
things. I can't remember.
yeah.
Enthusiastic, yeah.
Like a
Just
rant.
really like, this is shit. Never do this. Yeah. Do you have an opinion?
Oh no! What was it? I was thinking. What were we talking about? Like kind of like a lot of videos that are kind of like slow mo turns to the camera.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's just like
Shit,
some
that.
bullshit perfume advert. Like, what's it mean? And like, what are you cutting in like next? Like, you can't have mum laughing or crying after you've got like, you know, it just doesn't go, does it? You've got to have some other bullshit after that because you've set yourself on a path to just nonsense. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's a style, isn't it?
It's a style.
Is it
Yeah.
like a US kind of thing, all that sort of
And it's pretty, isn't it? I get it.
stuff?
I don't feel it.
No.
Pretty soulless. Yeah.
Shite.
But you know, each to their own.
So yeah, we were ranting a bit, and then I was like, "No, Kieran doesn't shoot like that. That's fine." I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you just go off and when you forget that other people exist in the world.
Yeah,
It's
you're
good to be honest,
offending
though, isn't
everyone.
it? It's good to be honest and, you know,
Yeah.
say your piece. You don't have to like
Yeah.
everything, do you?
And I did say, you know, like that's just my opinion. You
Just
know?
my really, really strong
But I'm
ranty
guessing that
opinion.
people that love that style really strongly like love that style, and they're just like all this bullshit. Just like, oh, what
Yeah.
happens? Like, have some creativity, make stuff happen. You know, like
Yeah.
have a vision in your head and make it.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm just like, fuck you, and they're like, fuck you.
No, it's good. Like it's good that there's varying styles, and we can all have a bitch about different styles.
Exactly.
I'm sure loads of people bitch about my work and say, well, "Why is there a groom
It's-
flying through the sky on the beach?" You know? And it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, you want to have, like, whoever you book for your wedding, you want them to kind of be a bit passionate about what they do, and you can pick what you like
Yeah,
when
exactly.
you're booking them.
Subjective, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's the great
It's
thing.
okay for people
right
to just be
people.
really, really wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Our way is the only way.
Yeah. What else have we been doing?
We
Anything
had a
exciting?
meet-up yesterday.
Oh, we did. That was so
Yeah.
nice.
It was awesome to see
Yeah.
all the old faces, wasn't it?
Met
It's
up
a
with
while since
bunch
we
of
did it.
photographers in Manchester, didn't we?
Some of whom I think we've not seen for like 10 years.
Oh my god, yeah.
Some of them.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'd seen Barnaby
Yeah.
since he's had kids, and he's got 2 kids and a dog now. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Well, he's
yeah.
kind of been a bit more out of the game, hasn't he? A bit because he's got his property
I
like
don't know.
empire.
There was
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
chat yesterday with everybody. Obviously, we've known them for like decades about what like side hustles, like end game, you know, like
Exit
strategies. Like almost everyone I spoke to was like, well, I'm doing this and this is my like exit plan, you know? So it was like quite funny to be like,
I always come away like, oh shit, what was
Yeah.
I supposed to do? Like, just still shooting weddings. Like, I
shit,
don't-
need
what-
to buy a rental property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone's buying a wedding venue. It's just-
Yeah.
wow.
People are just so entrepreneurial
Inspirational.
and inspirational.
Driven. Yeah.
I mean, most of it was just like a move into more like commercial photography, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But even
You
that
know,
is
I
quite
mean,
interesting.
John,
But then we've resisted that every time like we get commercial work, we do it for a bit and then weddings take over and
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, I can't do that job.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think commercial photography is boring though. John had just come back
It
from
isn't.
Japan. It
I-
sounded
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's hard getting your foot in the door though with that sort of thing. Like if you get like a
Yeah.
really big like contract with someone,
Yeah.
like he has, then happy days. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, trying to kind of like I don't know, I think you need a big break in that sort of thing and like a
You
big,
do.
a big deal with
A
like
lot
a
of it
big
is like,
firm or something.
well, it's hard work and luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
I'd love to
yeah.
do like behind the scenes, you know, like F1.
Formula One.
Imagine
I
that.
mean, yeah, I'm like,
Imagine
I'm
just
there.
be like following Lewis around.
I mean, but,
doing his Insta
but
photos.
you and
I
about
could do that.
you and about a billion other people want that
Exactly.
job though,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
they?
yeah.
They would.
Yeah. I know. There must be other jobs out there for us. It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does.
Mm.
Yeah.
But then I think we're still happy for now trucking away on the old weddings.
I think, and I think John was saying this yesterday, you know,
Which John's this?
John Dennis.
Dennis.
That this job is a really unique and like original in the way that you get so much like joy and like feedback from it. And I guess you
Yeah.
don't get that with commercial stuff or
Yeah.
having a rental property or like another business or whatever. You don't get the same like feel good like, I made someone happy. They're going to treasure this forever. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it is special, isn't it, in
It
that
is,
way?
yeah. I can see myself doing this till like the
Till
day
people
I-
don't want
Yeah.
you to.
till I can't walk.
You were
basically.
saying
Yeah.
that only today, weren't you? You're like, I want to do this job. It's not like I want to do a different job.
Yeah.
This is, I want to do wedding photography.
We just need it to be easy.
Yeah.
We want loads of people to book us and just like old school style.
Yeah, because you were
Yeah.
saying, weren't you, that Stephen was quite surprised, Stephen Rooney, that you didn't want to do any training anymore. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
I just want to photograph
Focus.
people's
wanted
weddings. I don't want to.
Yeah, I enjoyed the training, which was great, but I just, in my kind of view now, is that I just want to focus on my own family, my own business, rather than
Yeah.
sharing.
But
with-
that's
The thing
okay.
that
I
you
think
love.
things are cyclical. You know, you don't have to
Yeah.
always
Cut
do
to
the
you
same
in a
thing.
couple of years,
Yeah,
you might want to do
change- yeah.
training again. But
think
yeah,
I'll do,
where
like-
you are at the
I'd
moment.
still do like a workshop, like the Crossroads, or like a stand-up work. I might do something like that, but
Yeah.
our own kind of like workshop days, I don't think would do those again. But because we've done it, and it's been great, and
Yeah.
it's just I haven't got the passion anymore for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
as I say, might come back. You never know.
you never know.
And that's another thing, like running your own business, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do anything. So if you don't want to do training, then yeah, you don't have to do it.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to see them, and it's good to see that they're all still shooting weddings as well.
Yeah.
Hanging
we go.
by a thread, and still
We're all
in the
hanging by a
industry.
thread.
Yeah.
All hanging by a thread. Yeah.
Positivity.
Yeah.
Just in there still.
No, I think, yeah, it's all going well, and
I
you're
feel
right.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like next year I think is going to be. It's going to be good. We've
I
got
think
10
so.
or 11. something
You're
like that.
you're unique within the group that we were with yesterday because you're the only photographers that have gone into videography,
Yeah.
aren't you?
True. So was that our side hustle?
Yeah.
Have we done it
Yeah.
now? Was that
Basically,
it?
yeah.
I think
maybe
it is.
I was thinking this because yesterday was our 20-year work anniversary.
Oh la la!
We should have mentioned that. Like, what happened this week? Like, oh, it's just been 20 years of us. Yeah.
20 years since your first wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yesterday.
goodness!
So, and then we did photos for 10 years, and then we started doing video. So it's been 10 of photo,
Oh, that's mad.
10 of video.
I still can't get over the fact you've been doing video.
know.
If you ask
I
me,
know.
I'd be like,
It feels like
2 years.
5
It feels
years.
Yeah,
like
5
new
years.
still.
max.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? It's so weird.
But then COVID was right in the middle of it, so it's just like
sucked out a good few
messed
years.
everything up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
No
Oh,
one.
I mean, we're up to another 10 years. We need a new job. I'm thinking like florist,
Oh, what?
cake maker. We need to now do our next pivot.
I'm all right.
Like you two
I'm
are very
happy.
skilled in your cake department. We could have this as an optional
There's
extra.
a
so
cake
much
shop in the
effort.
village.
Yeah.
I know,
already.
so much better than me already.
yeah.
Like,
you want to maintain your friendship with
I'm
Hannah.
quite happy with this for a little bit
now I'm
longer.
thinking we need a new pivot.
I'm thinking Betty's going
when did we start doing the podcast? That was years ago. It wasn't after another 10.
No, that
yeah.
can't count.
Betty's
I'll
going to
think
take
about it.
over our business.
Is she?
She's keen. She wants to come to a wedding, so I might take her to one soon
Yeah.
and just train her and get her involved because she's getting to that age now where I think we can start exploiting her and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
What,
she
she can
children
follow
for?
instruction.
Well, I
yeah.
put Albert's pictures on that he took when we went away. I've not properly looked through, but
Yeah,
there's
so you
so
gave
many
him a
like
little-
artfully like blurred and slightly out of focus.
that-
He is right on trend.
Vibes.
He barely knows how to use a camera,
Yeah.
and he is nailing it.
I was looking
yeah.
through Betty's Instax. It was exactly the same. It's like a lampshade, like
Love
Albert
that.
flash right up.
Yeah.
You know, movement blur everywhere.
Yeah.
She's got some black and white sepia filters going on
Like
some of them.
it.
You know, you're like,
love
this
it.
is a set is
Yeah, Betty did some
Current.
great nude photographs of you, didn't she recently? She did. They were really arty.
Party.
It was like really.
Yes.
Yeah.
You bringing
Yes,
the
I
boudoir
made
back?
my child take naked photos of me.
So much
Is this allowed? Yes.
Straight to prison.
Because he was
Yeah.
busy. He was on a call. So I was like, well.
And you needed some naked photos.
Well, yeah. Well, I
Like
do
you
them
do.
all the time.
Okay.
But normally I will film myself and then I take stills from it, like make them arty, black and white, really grainy.
Yeah.
But I wanted some in the shower. You know, like shot through the shower panel. Arty.
Yeah.
I didn't have Liam available.
Yeah.
And I was like, Betty.
This is why I had a child. Is this weird?
No, the thing is, I said to Liam, I was like, this isn't weird, is it? I'm hoping that I'm promoting body positivity with her.
Yeah,
This is
it's a good
cool. It's
point.
fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all done very classy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, boobs
Yeah.
against the
That was
Yeah.
That would be your vision.
that is what he said. I was like, no.
Yeah.
She did a cracking job, honestly. She's got
She
a
did.
future in news.
So you're going to get her trained up. I like this.
Yeah. She seems interested. Well, she's a great photographer. And
She is
when
a
I mentioned
really
it
good
to
little
her, she was like,
photographer.
I want to come to a wedding, Daddy. So I'm gonna bring
I
her to
want
one.
you to do it because I'd love to. We could interview her afterwards. I want to know how
Yeah.
bored she gets because
Yeah.
that's the bit of the day I'd
Yeah.
worry about.
Me too.
I think when the stuff's happening, fine, and then I think at the meal they'd be like, "Can we leave?"
I need to find,
Yeah.
like, in our diary, like a little half-day wedding that's local, like Manchester
Yeah.
or something, where I can kind of come along and whisk her off when...
Yeah, that's a great idea.
The only downside of it is like I'm a bit of a sort of in my own little bubble, so
Yeah.
she might feel a bit like abandoned at the wedding.
Yeah.
Better,
I
you're
felt
on your own.
abandoned
Yeah.
Here's your
when I
camera.
went.
Just get on
I
with it.
know.
But you can't like hold the handle day. Like you're busy.
I'm busy, yeah.
It's like we did your brother's wedding and you were the best man.
Mm-hmm.
We photographed it, we filmed it. You were the best man and Albert was running around and he was maybe 2 at the time. I ignored that kid the whole day.
But there's people there, there's
Yeah.
like grandparents,
Yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah. But like now, if he came now, it's like I'll speak to you on the way and then probably never again. Like
Yeah.
till
Yeah.
the meal.
And then we just
Like,
have to prep her
Yeah.
to be like,
I think if she knew.
you're going to be on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it, you should probably come as well, and you can kind of just sort of
What are we doing with the dog? Is the dog coming
Yeah,
as
the
well?
dog's
Is it-
coming as
more,
well.
yeah.
Bring the family. to
Release the
work
hound.
day.
Or can go there on my shoulder.
Yeah.
You can be there to instruct Betty, and then have like a
Yes.
sort of Crawley training day.
Yes.
Think about the future. Think about an early retirement when Betty is
Now
world
imagine,
class.
would you love that if she like took over the business?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause we
I
can-
prefer something different for her.
But then she wouldn't do everything you do. If she took over the business, she'd just start doing her own thing, surely, just like any of us would. It'd be like, thanks for the business and the the website and everything, and now I'm gonna just do pictures of lamps
yeah.
and really close. Like she'd do her own shit,
Flash.
wouldn't she?
Overexposed.
She's very
And you'd be
arty.
like, no.
No, I think she's going to be a really good little buddy, like second shooter.
Oh, it'd be so
going
cute.
forward.
That would be
You know,
cute.
would it be good? Like destination weddings. Imagine if you could
I'm
just
just
take her
thinking
with you.
content
like,
creator.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking, back of my mind.
But you said she was good, so that doesn't really.
You know what I'm thinking, guys? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we need Betty to watch Lawson Film School and then she can do all the video, take her with you and do all the video stuff.
Yeah.
What else has been happening then? Any like shit in the industry? Like to talk
Nothing.
about? Nothing. No.
It's been quiet.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't
No
it?
dramas, I don't think.
No one moaning.
Well, that's a good thing, I suppose, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I think the few people that I've seen lately, because, I've seen a few more people, are, like a few of them have shot a few already,
Yeah.
done like 3 or 4 weddings already. So maybe for a lot
And
of
then
people.
some first weddings in
seasons.
May. So.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, the season might be starting now.
Yeah.
Like the tumbleweed bit maybe is a bit over.
Yeah.
When's your next one?
We've got one in
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2-3 weeks.
I think we've got
tiny
one
one,
in
just a little
March.
one
Have
down
you
in
had
London.
any yet so far?
No.
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 No, I had a few portrait shoots.
Yeah.
But yeah, one in March, one in April, and then
every week.
like just crazy busy till
Yeah.
October, when it just like the off season just dies
Yeah.
at the moment, doesn't it? We've got
Yeah.
one in November, one in December,
Which I'm happy about because this year I don't think we had one in December.
No.
So
which was unusual because we always book at least
we
one
normally have
in
one.
December.
I think having just one in every month is lovely. It's like when you get a booking for like one in January. It's like,
Yeah, oh my god, January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also just so that you don't forget how to do it. Like it feels like it's been ages.
The novelty.
I haven't shot for ages until I got on that beach in Rio at like 4:30.
Did it feel weird?
I got my camera out and it was like
wow.
it was beautiful. The light was stunning, but I was just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Take out the sun.
Yeah.
Click. It's like it's all right.
Okay.
This'll do.
Is this easy?
Weirdly as well
Love
in
it.
Rio, sun rises really quickly because you're on the equator.
Yeah.
Right up.
So like being British
There's no
wedding
slow.
photographers, we're used to this kind of gradual rise and set, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the equator, it's like, woo.
Yeah.
It's there.
Really?
So my kind of like vision was, right, we'll wait for it to kind of get above the horizon. So in the meantime, we've got these beautiful colours in the sky, getting loads of nice silhouette shots. And then as soon as that sun comes above the horizon, we're going to get the orb of joy from
Yeah,
the
get some
50
flare.
mil, 1.2. But it didn't work that way. As soon as the sun is above the horizon there,
It's just
it's
day.
and it's like having like an overhead sun in the UK.
Really?
Wow.
But it's low in the sky.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why isn't my 50 mil giving me the orb of joy?
Yeah. What's happening?
It's weird being in different parts of the like the planet.
Yeah.
With the sun and seeing how it reacts to the lenses and cameras. Yeah.
I mean, what trends do you think are coming this year, Liam?
What trends do I think? are
Yeah,
coming?
have you got wind of anything?
I don't really pay attention to any of that. Like there was another kind of thing on social media the other day, and that same guy was jabbering on about trends and stuff. As soon as I sort of
Lentil World,
I can't
you're
see your
talking
face,
about.
mate.
yeah.
And I just like I literally have no interest whatsoever in what trends are coming and going.
It's
I
just
don't
going to annoy you.
care. Yeah.
I think everyone was linking to him, weren't they, when it was all the vibe stuff. I quite enjoyed that video. But yeah, I've not really watched any, because like on Instagram, I'm not really interested in turning the sound on, which is, like you're scrolling and it's just like, yeah, someone's talking. I can see that.
Blah, blah, blah.
If it's got like subtitles.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't it weird though? Like, oh, everyone's got such a short attention span now. That's me.
Yes.
That's me. I'm the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would have found it really interesting. Like, oh, I have to listen. Oh.
Yeah. What do you think the trends are going to be then? I think the editorial thing's going to kick about
Yeah,
for a while.
me too.
What is it? Editorial? Like describe an editorial photograph.
So kind of, like it's come out the pages of fashion magazine.
Yeah.
Like when
black
they
and
used
white.
to be
Black
like
and white,
magazines back
Movement.
when they were a thing, and there'd be the weird ones, probably with a white cover,
Yeah.
like somewhere, and they'd be like thick and nice paper, and you'd look through and there'd just be lots of like slightly quirky, like fashion-y pictures.
Yeah.
I think that's what editorial is.
Okay.
Like, because Vogue and all those are just kind of like, they're more like commercial, aren't they? Whereas like, I think editorial's a bit more like, a bit more arty, I guess.
Yeah.
Bit weird. That would be where you'd find all the wonky direct flash, pictures of people wearing shiny clothes.
Fairs reel the other day.
Oh yeah,
You did-
about keeping it
You
landscape.
did a reel all about kind of like keeping it landscape.
fighting
and
for
it was-
landscape.
Oh yes, mate, come on. We need more voices like this in the industry.
So few
Yeah.
landscape shots now on Instagram. Like they're so rare
Yeah.
that it's a bit weird when they pop up, isn't
Well,
it?
because they're all adverts basically now. Like Instagram is like adverts, isn't it? It's like, and
Yeah.
like if you think about it, like a landscape picture is like a quarter of your phone, so it's like a quarter page spread, isn't
It's
it?
so
Whereas like a
small.
portrait one is the full page spread. So people are like drawn to that. They're like, ooh, like just
I was
bigger.
watching someone do, like a, what they call
Oh,
it?
360.
Yeah. And they were doing a like how a shoot ceremony kind of thing. And as they were shooting, they were saying, portrait for the gram, and then carried on shooting whatever was happening. Then, grab another portrait one for the gram. Like that's the thing now. I think while people are shooting, they're thinking like, I have to get, like all the say confetti. I can't shoot all the confetti landscape. I've got to get at least one that's good in portrait because
Yeah.
that's the one I'll put on Instagram.
Yeah.
I remember us loving portrait pictures for a little while.
I like, aside from Instagram, like a portrait is very classic.
Yeah.
Like there's something quite timeless about it being in portrait. I think if you put something on the wall, a lot of the time people would choose a portrait image.
Yeah, like looking at pictures on our wall, it's like 50-50 split, really, portrait
Yeah.
and landscape.
I do like portrait,
Yeah,
but it
I
feels
do.
like I don't like that it's like if I put something like I can't like a picture that's landscape anymore. It can't be my favourite because that's not going to do well on Instagram. It's like it's
yet-
annoying.
Landscape has more opportunities, when you're shooting people to
Yeah.
like tell
Yeah.
a like really cool like
To
little-
like layer
Yes.
up an
Right,
image.
exactly.
Whereas when
Yeah.
it's portrait, it's just like
And it's so
person.
much more natural with a camera to take a landscape image. I know with the
Yeah.
phone, it's more natural to take a portrait
Yeah.
image, but
Yeah.
the camera,
No, you're
like,
right.
it should be.
Or like we
Yeah.
see the world in landscape, like
Yeah.
side by side eyes,
Right,
Yes.
but it focuses on like the couple, doesn't it, more than like the surroundings
Yeah.
and like what's happening in this story.
Yeah.
So like the confetti shot in Portrait of the Couple looks great, but it's more just
Like,
about
who's
them.
throwing it?
Whereas like you want
Yeah.
landscape's going to show more of like the scene and give more of a feel of like the place.
Yeah, and also like the people at person height, you get more of them through landscape, don't you? So if you're trying to like place them within a scene and show context, then you need it landscape. It's
I
like
think
portrait, you get
we
more
need
sky and more
to-
ground.
We were talking about this yesterday. I really miss blogs,
Yes.
and looking at like a whole wedding of someone's, like rather than one portrait picture of two people walking along a street. You know what I mean?
I find it
It's
hard
like-
to look at Instagram because I don't find it inspirational. You know, like when I used to look at blogs and, it'd be like 50, 100 pictures of like a full wedding.
Yeah.
And like, quite often you skip straight past all the portraits. Like you want to see all the cool things that they've, kind of made, they've had a vision and like captured beautiful like moments. And you're like, wow, that's awesome. And you look through a whole thing and you're like, oh, they're brilliant from start to end.
Yeah.
Whereas like Instagram, you scroll through and it's like portrait, random shot of a dog. It's just like, it's not, it sells to couples. I get that, but like I can't feel inspired. Not all pictures. Obviously, there's lovely stuff on there as well, but it doesn't have the same same kind of like filling you up with inspiration vibe.
It's interesting seeing this shift towards shooting in portrait because judging this competition recently, obviously you guys did film,
Yeah.
and I did photography.
Was there loads of portrait?
And I would say about 90% of the photographs were shot in portrait, and not just portraits, like storytelling pictures too.
Oh.
Yeah, like heavy on the portrait. And I sometimes I looked at it and think,
That's hard.
this is a struggle
Really
for me.
hard.
It's a real struggle for me to kind of.
Get your head around it.
How
head
are you
around it.
finding little vignettes of?
Yeah, that's
Well, it was
strange.
like
Right.
bride and groom stood by car, like a
Oh,
sort
I
of
get- yeah.
But then like it's shot portrait, so it's like
half
you're
a
mixing,
little
like,
bit of the car.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
there was certain bits when I saw these photographs.
Kind of love that picture I've got in my mind now of that.
It just to me like it just looks
It just looks wrong.
poorly framed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was interesting. Yeah, I'd say about 90% of the people who'd entered this competition in Latvia were shooting in portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should all start shooting like medium format and just fuck everyone and do everything square.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Or 4:3.
Yeah. I was watching an
like
editing
Yeah, square makes me happy.
Yeah.
YouTube editing video the other day of someone who follows no rules with their cropping. None. There is just crops
Freestyle
to
cropping.
whatever they want.
Like that.
There's,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of like
I
that.
like that too. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you're just focusing in on the bit that
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
We enjoyed the videos, the Latvian ones, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
they
really,
were really
funky
cool.
things.
Yeah, it's a shame we can't go to the actual awards thing. you know.
Well, we could go, but we'd pay for
We're not
ourselves.
paying, are we?
We have not been invited.
No, we haven't been invited.
We
Just
would be
barge in,
gate
like,
crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone us over. Come on, it's
yeah,
cheap
I
on
mean-
Ryanair, isn't it?
The music was awesome. I
Yeah.
was really loving it.
Yeah. And most of them had subtitles, which was good.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was useful because, I would have no clue what was going on.
Quite a lot of
But
outdoor
lot were
weddings as
funny.
well.
Yeah.
Outdoor
A lot of them
I
had
think the
all.
weather's nice over there.
And they had just
Multiple
like,
ceremonies.
like a different vibe of a wedding. They seemed like a lot of them had like 30 people, like much smaller.
Yeah.
And like just really sweet, and they played loads of games after the ceremony, and they seemed to have this like event that happened in the evening.
Yeah, with
where
the fire pit.
Yeah,
you throw
they'd all be round a
probably
fire.
gunpowder or something on there. Like, no, they threw stuff on it. And I was like, what are you throwing on
It
there?
wasn't
That's,
enough films for me to think, oh, this is the thing that everyone does.
Yeah.
And it just seemed cute. It would be like dancing, cut to, like where we would have like a sparkler exit or
Firebomb.
Yeah,
There was like a
firebomb,
fire pit section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
The look's so hard to shoot.
Yeah, it
It's
was
just
always like in the dark,
pitch
in
black,
the woods.
away from any kind of natural light.
Yeah. Cool though.
Really cool.
I enjoyed
Really
it.
enjoyed it, yeah.
But I'm glad we've done it because it does take hours.
Yeah, it took me ages.
Yeah.
Actually,
How
on
many
the
films
beach.
were like 34 films?
Yeah.
And they were about 10 minutes each, weren't they?
Yeah.
To watch them all.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Enjoyed it though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Get
to be out,
inspiration
isn't
from
it?
everywhere,
It's nice
don't
to be
you?
asked to do these sort of things. you
Oh
know,
God,
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to know that there's people around the world who look up to us.
Yeah.
and,
It's nice
you
for
know.
someone to care what we think.
Or they just ran out of all of the people, and we were next. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Whatever. I'll take that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take
It's
it.
like
too.
their BAFTAs, though, apparently, of the photography
Love
world.
it.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Should we do our highs and lows?
Well, yeah, I got a high. It was, a very privileged and epic time in Rio.
Yeah.
I don't take these things for granted to be able to go to these places. It's tiring, but, when I was there, I just sort of took a step back and looked at where I was, and I just feel very, special to be in a place like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's my high.
You got a low?
Low? No, not really. No,
No.
I've been good. Yeah,
Excellent.
Happy
a good
days.
high.
Good.
Nice.
Can't think of a low.
Excellent.
Everton drew last night.
That was all right. You were losing for a while because I don't
Then
really.
they scored an equaliser, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was a bit bummed. So that's my low.
Yeah.
I've got lots of highs.
Ooh.
Yay! List them.
Liam's back.
Yay.
First and
Aw.
foremost, I missed him loads because he's been around so much over the winter
Yeah.
period.
Really
it's
strange.
a bit new him not being around. So yeah, you being back, love that.
Oh, thank you.
Betty has been chosen for this gifted and talented sports thing at school. Mm-hmm. So has been put forward for some further assessments. I don't know, jazzy.
That's awesome.
Doesn't happen until May. And the biggest of biggest, my iron is
Hey.
no longer
Woohoo!
non-existent. I have iron in my body,
It's
guys.
on the
You
up.
tell, like you're
Amazing.
much brighter, more kind of jolly, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice to see.
So I reckon it took, I'm going to say 5.5 weeks to feel normal again.
On these hellish high dose iron.
I mean, I still have to
supplements.
take them, but I'm feeling like,
But at least you know they're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were.
exactly, it's happened.
Yeah.
It's happening. Thank God.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, and I don't have any lows. Actually don't.
I got loads of lows.
Oh no!
I don't. I'll start with my low actually because it's very upsetting for
Sure.
me. Yeah. So my espresso machine's broken.
Oh,
worst
that
thing.
is a low.
Mate. Yeah.
That is a
The
low.
worst thing that could
Lasted.
ever happen to you.
It lasted me 16 years.
I mean,
But
it
it looks
served
nice
you well.
it looks nice and shiny still.
It's very shiny. It just doesn't work,
Something
Liam.
something inside is tripping the fuse box.
strange.
Yeah, and I tried disconnecting the heating element earlier and it still tripped, so it's not that.
Interesting.
So don't
It's
know.
dead.
I don't know.
But I mean, we have used it heavily for 16 years.
We have, and it wasn't even new when I got it.
It
It's
wasn't.
time to get a new one, isn't it?
Feels like it is. It's time. But then I've been, looking at new ones. They're really expensive.
Yeah, you were saying how much?
$3,000.
The one you want. Just never pick a normal person's one.
Well, it lasted 16 years.
I know.
This. I mean, we drove to Bath to get this.
We did, I
Which
remember
is
that
what, like
day.
6 hours away from here.
You know the famous street in Bath? You know,
Yeah, it was on
Crescent?
there.
That's always in like photos of Bath.
Did this come from there?
They
Yeah.
lived there.
Yeah.
We went to some guy's house and bought his coffee machine that he'd had for like a year and obviously just
A
like
year, 2
traded
years.
in for a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd gone for the next model up,
Bargain.
hadn't he? So it was £800 16 years ago.
Yeah, we've got our money's worth out
That's
of
We really
that.
know.
20 grand now. You know?
You need to.
Ones that are like that are like 1,600, £2,000 now.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
You do need to have some sort of farewell ceremony, I think. You can't just tip it, can you?
I know.
Can't
'Cause it's
tip it.
significant
I think
to your
when I
relationship.
get rid of it, I
Like-
might see if I can put it.
Throw
'cause
coffee beans.
there are some like forums and stuff for people like getting rid of machines, like selling them.
Old
I haven't found one that I want
That
on
don't
there.
work though.
But no, but I could put it on there for free, basically, like
I
because
see.
Could it be an
someone
ornament?
could fix it.
Someone could refer.
If someone's like well into all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
rebuild it, fix it, and then it
Could
probably
you just
lasts
keep
a
it?
bit.
It's like a decorative.
No,
No,
it's pretty big.
It's too big.
Yeah.
No.
The new one would need to go there.
Yeah.
What's it? I mean, it weighs like 30 kilograms or something.
Yeah.
It needs to
Like a
get out of the
beast.
house. Yeah.
Well, it's done us proud,
very
hasn't it?
sad.
I've had some
Done
good
us
coffee
proud.
from that. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not a big coffee fan, but when I have a coffee from that, it's like, This is pretty good.
Sure.
No, you're like, fucking hell, this is way too strong.
This is giving me palpitations.
Can you give me a decaf? I feel like I'm flying here. Like, and I'm like,
anxious,
how dare you? Have another one.
Yeah.
High. Can't. We led with a low. That was a bad idea,
Yeah.
wasn't
What's
it?
your high?
Getting a new coffee machine.
No.
Not got it yet.
I have to wait. I have to be good.
Be a good boy. Wait.
I need to not buy things on finance. You know, we need to all learn this
Be
lesson.
sensible.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What are you going to do for the next few months without a proper coffee machine, though?
You know.
Like, because
got
you
this.
drink a lot of coffee.
Fine, the coffee machine coming next week.
Because this wasn't up to par, I'm afraid.
It wasn't. So we had
Liam.
an espresso machine like up in the attic from when Albert was born. We got an espresso machine because we're just like, we're too sleepy. Just need to press a button. And
Yeah, I
coffee
can't
it is.
possibly be making
Yeah.
a proper one. Yeah.
Yeah, it had to come back down. It's just not
Handy.
the same.
Not as good.
It's not the same.
It's not.
No.
Yeah, cut to the next pod where you're like, here's my new car.
Surprise! It wasn't like a 6-week lead time for the one I want.
Oh.
It's like it's in stock, but a 6 weeks lead time. Like, how's that make any
Just
sense?
gotta hand build it.
Yeah, just
They've got the
it's
parts
worth
lying
the
about.
wait. It's just like photos and videos. It's
Yeah.
worth the wait.
They've got to ship it over from Italy or whatever, you know?
Gotta
Gotta
polish
cuddle it the
up,
whole
make it
way.
look good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sold. Yeah, I'll order it tonight. Yeah.
What's your high?
High was getting Lawson Film School done and out the door, and people bought it, which is always the worry, isn't it?
You
Being like,
would.
well, I mean, no, like every time I kind of like am part of something that's like organised and people have to pay and go to, I'm just like, no one's coming. No one's coming.
Yeah.
That's my, how positive I am. Like every time we'd organise like the in-person one, it'd be like, it's so embarrassing. No one's going to have to come. We're going to have to cancel it. It's gonna be
But you've got no deadline. Oh, there's no deadline. It's there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as like the weeks,
just so
days,
nice having it
years
done.
go on, more and more people will talk about this amazing Lawson Film School online. You need to get it because it's done really well, and it'll just kind of
Yeah,
always be there,
hopefully
won't it?
people will love it and find it useful and then, share
and you can
it.
update it, can't you, as well?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can change it, yeah?
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
we need to do another video for it because we
We're going to add something tomorrow, aren't we, I think?
yeah, another video because some people asked for some little extra bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Another £100 though, they have to add on to it, won't you, if you add all this extra stuff?
Just one extra video.
No.
Could bump it to 14 hours though, so we can,
Yeah,
ourselves
true.
there.
True.
13 and a half hours at the moment. Not happy about that. Doesn't sound right, does it?
No, we need at
No.
least another half an hour.
There's a
I
lot of
agree.
content, isn't it?
It's a lot of jabbering.
A lot, yeah.
It's like double the length of an in-person one, really.
I think that's why it's my high because it was like it took
It took a long time, yeah.
Yeah,
It is like,
a lot of chatting
Is it finished?
and it's a lot of editing and
Yeah.
It's a lot of information
Yeah.
that you've basically given for a very
not given.
but it's a very reasonable price. Buy it, guys. Buy it. It's a bloody bargain. 13 hours of these guys jibber jabbering on. Buy it.
Not all Pete ranting either. Some of it is, but
I think it's less ranty, isn't it? Because it was just the two of us. I'm only ranty when there's like a third party to talk to.
oppose
You've heard
what
it
you
all
think.
before.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, fuck off, Pete.
yeah, so true. What are my highs? I mean, my high is finishing Lawson Film School. Like, that is good. And also, our week in Bishop's Castle was
Oh yeah,
amazing.
we went
my
on
God,
holiday for
yeah.
half term, didn't we?
Half term.
like such a long
Was it
time ago.
last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Just had a nice week, like a change is as good as a holiday. It was nice.
It was
to
a
be.
holiday.
Yeah. But we love it there, don't we? So
We do. It
was nice.
I love that pub. The 3 Tons. It's the
Three
best
Great
pub, isn't
pub.
it?
Oh, it's really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
The sausage and mash. Oh. And the triple X.
great
from-
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go again soon.
It was. It was a nice little relaxing week.
Yeah. We're
wasn't
going
it?
in summer.
Yeah.
Camping
We've got
there.
Camp
Camping.
Commune. Don't forget.
Camp
Indeed.
Commune.
Indeed,
All our
yeah.
listeners are coming.
But yeah, we've had so many people get in contact to say that they're coming.
Yeah.
Not one.
Not interested.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'll watch you from afar. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Interacting with you, I'd rather die. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a low?
No, I don't think I have a low.
Coffee machine.
I'm very sad Pete's coffee machine. I'm fine. I'll just have matcha. I can live without it, but I know it's very important to you, Peter.
The new one will have a working hot water tap, so you can just get your water straight from there.
Oh.
Okay, that is cool.
That is,
When
yeah.
you found, you were upstairs and you just heard like a groaning noise downstairs when this happened.
This
to the
is
machine.
when, like, you know why? So you left Bishop's Castle the holiday on the Tuesday. didn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
And I had to come back on the Wednesday just for one night because I had a table tennis match.
This is just like a
Just
classic.
leave the holiday, gotta play table
like,
tennis.
Gotta go.
Yeah. And what I was most excited about, you know,
Yeah,
like,
was
I'll get
making
back
coffee.
home, you know, because I left at like 1ish, so I'll be back here for like 3:30, 4.
Can have 5
Thought,
coffees.
I can
Yeah.
have a coffee. You know, I've missed having coffee while I've been away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got home, turned the machine on.
Oh, good.
Like the light turned on. 2 seconds later, all the power goes out in the house.
You fell to your
Boom.
knees, raise your hands in the air.
No!
No, damn it.
Yeah. So I was just like,
Awful.
must be a one-off, you know. Turn the fuse back on, turn the machine back on.
Boom.
Boom.
Wow.
I mean, I tried about 5 more times. I wasn't giving up. I was like, I need a coffee.
That is so sad.
Did you have to go out and get a coffee?
What did you
Oh,
do?
we had some sachets that I take to weddings with me. You know, like the Nescafe
Yeah.
latte or whatever, which is like really sweet. But you know, like first thing in the morning, you wake up and you're like, I want a weird coffee. You know,
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah.
hard times. Hard times. Can we do like a GoFundMe for my, you know, extremely reasonably priced espresso machine?
Why not?
Yeah.
And it's all about your mental health, isn't it?
Mental
mental health.
I said this to you though, like, you know, it's the only thing really in this entire house that you love.
I need a Cartier
You know,
love
like-
ring
The
for
only
my mental
thing.
health.
Like, no, yeah, like thing, you are not like materialistic at all. Say if there was a fire, hard drives aside, what would you save? You know what I mean? You wouldn't really give a shit about anything, but
Table
you
tennis
potentially would pick up your table tennis racket and your coffee machine. They're like the things you care about.
See you later, Albert, Laura. You're
Yeah.
I always say things that obviously care about the people.
Obviously,
Yeah.
like I'm running out the house, like grabbing like clothes, you know, and like all sorts of shit, and you would grab that, you know.
You'd
so
have to unplumb it first, though, wouldn't you?
I know, yeah, you have to turn the...
it wouldn't be
turn
easy
it off, wouldn't we?
to
Yeah.
save.
just rip it out, just water fill it. That would fight the fire, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. What have we all got coming up this week? Anything exciting?
I'm going somewhere.
Going to Thailand.
You're going somewhere on a certain date.
I'm going somewhere.
do something.
We've already said you're going to
something.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Thailand just to...
For a few weeks before you have to shoot anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
And I'm not taking any
Jealous.
equipment with me. Yeah, I'm just going on a jolly. On a
Nice.
vacation.
You're a dick.
You have to take at least one camera to sell the lie to be that you're shooting a wedding.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to the White Lotus for 3
Oh,
weeks.
What's that?
love White Lotus.
Oh my
and I
God.
really
Apart
want...
from the theme tune, I'm not happy with the theme
I like
tune.
the theme tune.
No, not jazzy
It's in
enough.
the
I need
same vein.
woo.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, that was the best one.
Okay.
It's a TV show, Liam, and
Okay.
this season is set at a
Thailand.
health retreat in Thailand, and I really want to go, even though I know something ominous is, you know, going to happen. It still makes me want to go on holiday.
It's a great place, Thailand.
Yeah.
It's my favourite country.
Oh,
Yeah.
strong statement.
Spicy food, amazing landscape, great people. It's just the best and cheap.
Yeah, super cheap when you're there.
Yeah.
Is it a lot to fly though? What are the
Yeah, it
flights
is
like?
expensive.
Bonkers. Yeah, well, like 800
It's a long way though, isn't it?
Yeah. And then when you get to Bangkok, you then got to get another like 3-hour flight to Chiang Mai
Right.
That's if you're going north.
if you go north.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, even if you go south, like Krabi, you still have to
Yeah.
Yeah.
travel for ages.
So in the south, it's more expensive, but in Chiang Mai, like you can go out and get like a meal for about 30p.
Ooh.
Wow.
I want to be there.
That is a new level of cheap.
What are you doing this week?
I know. Oh my god, I want to go on holiday so much.
Sorry, coffee machine.
My life.
B?
What?
What are you doing this week?
Now you feel
Oh.
a
The
bit
world's
better.
your oyster, you know?
This whole time you've been a little bit less busy,
I'm
but you
just
felt
gonna
shit.
Edit
so-
Rio. That's it.
Yeah, but he needs to pick it first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, well,
Yeah.
have a lovely time. We'll see you
will.
when you get back.
One
Be
piece.
beautiful and tanned.
Yeah. Full of Thai food.
Yeah? 2 stone heavier.
Yeah, likely.
pickled liver.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.